You ever wondered what would have happened if old generation protagonists fought against new gen villains? Do the
Oh, we dead ass, bro. Bro. You put it, bro.
What would have happened if
right here, it's over. Who gonna stop him? Nobody. Look at who they put this. Him? He cooked. Not even needing this. Him? What he gonna do, bro? Muzan? Get the fuck out of here, Michael Jackson. You not doing shit.
New gen villains.
What are we doing?
New generation villains stand any chance against the legendary old gen?
Oh, okay. What's his name? I forgot. God damn. Is it Lucius? Yeah, it's Lucius, I think. Lucius Julius. Because, there's Julius and there's Lucius, I think. Lucius got some nice thing. He can revive people, recreate people through the bone, blood, and body magic. Yeah, alright, maybe. But he's still getting cooked by Goku.
Well, to answer
he's still getting cooked by Goku, bro.
The 7 strongest characters from the villain side. And 7
Alright, I'm hoping he puts Goku at last edition. Because if he puts Goku first, it's over. Nobody winning. Come on, man.
Old gen, and split them into 5 stages. And if you have watched our previous video, you already know how this works. I'll start by revealing the first stage for both generations. And as the video goes,
the last one was a great video, SENSEI. Except that there was it would have been iffy. Like some things were not right. But alright, we're gonna see if he's cooking with this
until
one.
we finally reach the end, where both generations will fight with their full strength. So for starters, we have Luffy from the old gen on one side.
Okay.
And Muzan on the other.
What? Yo, come on, man. Muzan is doing shit to Luffy.
I was naive.
Gear 5 right from the start. And
from
Muzan
the jump, Gear 5? Oh my god, give him Gear 2. He's not getting past Gear 2.
In his strongest form as well. But the question
maybe Gear 4.
is, does
even Gear 4 might be a bit of a stretch, bro. What the fuck?
Stand a chance?
No!
On paper, he's terrifying. He's got near immortality, insane regeneration, poison, unpredictability, and much more. And to be honest, in his own verse, Muzan is the peak of fear itself. But when you put him against Gear 5 Luffy, that becomes impossible to ignore. Regeneration completely countered by Haki's ability to attack from the inside. Poison, Luffy's durability and resistance shrug it off. Unpredictability, Gear 5 is
more unpredictable, bro. He literally got Toon Force.
Chaos incarnate. Luffy turns the battlefield into rubber, plays with physics like a toy, and fights
He uses Toon Force, bro. Get him out of here.
Then there's raw power. Muzan's feats, tearing apart buildings, blitzing humans, sound monstrous until you compare
No, it doesn't.
them to Luffy casually trading blows with Kaido, a Yonko who split the skies with Big Mom. We're talking mountain level.
A Yonko that threw himself from a highland up in the sky to the ground to die. the man that was trying to die killed himself, bro.
Versus city level at best.
Island level? Gear 5 Luffy is not island level. I could get him. You can get him to planetary, bro.
Doesn't even enter the same.
I know y'all gonna be bashing me, but you can't get Gear 5 Luffy to planetary. It's very much possible.
And let's not forget, Luffy is sun god Nika. If he really wanted to, he could just manifest a blazing sun right in front of Muzan. And for a demon who can't handle sunlight,
true. I didn't think of that. That's actually true.
Even gets exciting. So in this stage, it isn't close. The old gen takes the win with ease.
What
if we add Kaiju number 9 to the mix? You see,
what are we doing, bro? You should have started with Gon, bro. Why did you put Gear 5 Luffy from the jump? That is so stupid. Gon should have started. You should have gone from weakest to strongest. Gear 5 Luffy cooking most of these people. What the fuck is Kaiju gonna do?
This battle is technically less about Luffy versus Muzan and more about Luffy versus Kaiju number 9. Why? Because Luffy would just create a sun in the sky, disintegrating Muzan in mere seconds. Muzan might survive if he chose to run from the battlefield, but that wouldn't really count as a fight. So let's see how Luffy versus number 9 plays out. Kaiju number 9 is far more tactical and dangerous than Muzan when it comes to adaptability. He can assimilate weapons, evolve mid-battle, and even fuse with others to grow exponentially stronger. But Gear 5 Luffy is where the gap becomes impossible to close. His strength...
I swear they should have just started with Gon. Why did you start with Gear 5, Luffy? That doesn't even make
Shown
sense,
against
bro.
Kaido reaches
He's
island
gonna
level
cook like the first 3 fighters, depending on who shows up next.
destruction. His speed scales to top-tier characters like Kizaru, who moves at light speed.
Bro,
and
this
most
is
importantly,
goofy,
Luffy's
man.
haki, especially his advanced
This is
armament
dead-ass
haki, let him bypass durability and regeneration
This
completely.
is genuinely fucking stupid, because putting Luffy up first is crazy work.
Striking directly at
When you
number
think
9's
about who else I saw Gon, why would you not put Gon first? That would have made more sense, bro.
The only area where number 9 could have an advantage is stamina. We know Gear 5 drains Luffy quickly, but here, that's not really an issue, because
Bro,
Luffy
he's
would
gonna
finish
get
the
cooked
battle
before
long
that.
before stamina becomes
This is
a problem.
stupid,
and
bro.
the moment Luffy lands a single armament-coated punch,
He does
it-
not need Gear 5 to fight these two. Not at all. What are we
over,
doing?
destroying number 9 from the inside out. And if number 9
Bro, this
ever
is
dares
goofy,
to try absorbing him, the result would be the same as we have seen with Kaido when he tried to eat Luffy. So once again, the old Gen walks away.
Yeah,
with
you don't
the
try to
win. Now,
absorb
before
someone with Toon Force. That never goes well. That never goes
we
well.
move ahead, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go on, click it. Now, what if we add Lucius to the new Gen side?
This change the things a
So
bit.
for those of you who don't know about Lucius,
Lucius
let
is
me
pretty
explain.
strong,
He's
bro.
the main antagonist of the
Of
Black
Black
Clover
Clover.
verse and possesses 6 different magic attributes: Soul Magic, Time
Magic,
Magic,
gravity,
Magic,
body,
Magic,
blood magic, and Bone Magic.
As a Devil Host, he already has an immense amount of magical power. Now, can Luffy
But that's
take
not
on
his
all
peak, though. That's not his peak. His peak is when he becomes the white thing, whatever the fuck.
3 of
the
these
wizard.
villains at once? Well, not likely. You see, if
Nah, Muzan and Kaiju number 9 ain't doing shit. Lucius could be good.
he
I
tries to
could see
create a
it.
sun to force Muzan out,
Because
Lucius
Lucius can definitely last long enough until Luffy runs out of power.
could simply block it with a barrier, erase it with Time Magic,
And he has soul magic, so, you
or
know.
teleport it away with one of the countless spells in his arsenal. That means Muzan stays in the fight. And as we know,
That's
without
not gonna
sunlight,
do shit, bro. Muzan and Kaiju number 9 are cooked. Then it's Lucius versus Luffy. What are we
truly
doing?
be killed. This makes Muzan the perfect distraction. His regeneration, body manipulation, and poison
Bro.
keep him in the game far longer than most opponents could handle. Sure, he can't match
we
Luffy's
dead ass,
speed
bro?
or strength, but he forces Luffy to burn through stamina
No, he doesn't. He literally
Stop.
doesn't,
Meanwhile,
bro.
Kaiju number 9 adds to the pressure, pushing Luffy to expend even more energy. With Muzan and number 9 constantly regenerating and
I'm
stalling,
not sure about
Lucius
this.
gets all the time he needs to dismantle Luffy's body and spirit, and maybe even take control of him, just like he's done with others. So this time, the new Gen villains finally score
This
a win.
is he's dead. He's dead. And this is the fight. This man not lasting against Luffy. Neither is this guy.
But it is not the end, because it's time for Stage 2, where
Who
we
is
had
it?
Gon to the old Gen.
Bro, are we dead ass right now? Wait, are we dead ass, bro? Like, come on, man. What are we doing now? What the fuck are we actually genuinely doing, bro? What is this? This is stupid, bro. God damn.
Okay, so here we're bringing in adult Gon. For those who don't know, in this form, he sacrifices his
doesn't know?
future potential to maximize his present strength. It's arguably the strongest version of Gon. His aura output and physical a true
Bro, that's
powerhouse,
crazy.
capable of pressuring even regeneration specialists. But to be honest, nothing much changes
Exactly.
even with Gon added to the old Gen
This
side.
is so
Lucius
stupid,
can
bro.
still dismantle
Lucius
the sun
gonna
with his
whoop
magic,
his
even
ass like it's a child, even if he's an adult, bro. You gonna be like, get your ass back in there.
Muzan safe, while Muzan and number 9
damn.
focus on wearing down both Luffy and Gon. Once their stamina runs out, the villains have the clear advantage.
Bro.
And let's not forget, in anime, after using his adult form,
This is stupid. Lucius got soul magic. That's where it ends. That's
Gon
literally
was
where
left
it
on the
ends. He
brink
got
of
soul
death.
magic,
That
bro.
opens the door for Lucius to
God
use his soul
damn it.
manipulation to resurrect him, turning him into a paladin, just like he did with the others in Black Clover. So here, once again, the villains take the win. Well, let's push things even further. It's time for Stage 3, where Meliodas from 7 Deadly Sins joins the old Gen side.
First of all, I don't even think Meliodas is an old gen, but that's kind of an iffy part about this. But I could see Meliodas changing the flow of the battle. Yeah. I can see it.
Well, now it's a perfect 3-on-3. So, do our protagonists
with his
finally
curse of
stand a
immortality?
chance? Let's find out. This time,
can
Luffy and Gon will be fighting Muzan and number 9 with no interference from Lucius. Why? Because Lucius has his own opponent now, Meliodas, who is a direct counter to his magic and manipulation.
Yeah, full counter.
Between Luffy, Gon...
Can it counter Soul Magic though? I don't think so.
Muzan and number 9 plays out much like we saw in stage 2.
They're cooked, bro. What are we doing?
Forcing Muzan to either disintegrate or run for his life, leaving number 9 as the only real threat. Back then, Luffy handled number 9 on his...
The only threat. He ain't no fucking threat. What are you talking about?
But this time, with adult Gon fighting alongside him, the battle becomes far too easy for the old gen side. Even if Lucius tries to help number 9 with his clones, Meliodas will ensure none of them ever reach the battlefield. Now for the main event, Lucius versus Meliodas.
Yeah, how would this play out? I'm genuinely curious. How would this play
Lucius
out?
floods the field with clones and angelic soldiers, slows attacks with time magic, and threatens to override Meliodas' very soul. For most fighters, this would be an unwinnable scenario, but Meliodas is the perfect counter. His full counter ability reflects magical attacks right back, nullifying Lucius' clones and angelic barrages.
Would that work though?
Lucius may try to manipulate time for an edge, but Meliodas' demonic resilience and sharp battle instincts keep him in the fight. The real danger is Lucius' soul magic, capable of rewriting essence itself. Yet Meliodas' demonic core, resistance to curses, and sheer willpower make him far less vulnerable than Luffy or Gon. Even when Lucius unleashes everything, combining time slowing, clones, and angelic hacks, Meliodas still has the tools to overcome him. Of course, after such a large-scale battle, Meliodas
what tools is he talking about? Because I didn't finish 7 Deadly Sins because of how shit was looking in the season. I wanted to get to reading the manga, but I didn't get to it yet. So what tool exactly is he talking about? Because I know Meliodas is cursed by the Demon King to always come back when he dies, right? Because that was in season 2, like, or 2, when the commandments attacked. I don't remember. But even if you kill him, you need to first of all pierce his 7 hearts, and then he comes back anyway, and stronger. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Be drained and unable to fight further. But for now, that doesn't matter. This time, the old gen secures the win. Next, let's add Sukuna to the villain side. Now with Sukuna and...
What the fuck is Sukuna gonna do out here? Except for a dimensional slash, what the fuck? Can he use Mahoraga? Because even with Mahoraga, it ain't gonna do shit, man.
During the game, the dynamics of this battle shift dramatically. It's nothing like the fight we just saw, because this time, Meliodas isn't only up against Lucius, but also the King of Curses himself. Previously, Meliodas acted as the perfect counter to Lucius, using full counter to repel his magical assaults. But with Sukuna on the field, everything changes. His cleave and dismantle techniques can slice through almost anything, bypassing conventional durability, and his immense cursed energy grants him devastating...
I mean, yeah, it could work, because technically if he uses his Ryohiki Tenkai, it's countless slashes, right? So that means he could slash all 7 hearts of Meliodas. So at the same time, you know, because there's mad slashes coming out, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? So it could work, because Meliodas... You can't kill him one time. You need to pierce all 7 hearts to kill him, unless the rules change towards the end of the series. Cause I didn't finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Area of effect destruction, combined with Lucius's time magic, slowing the battlefield, and his clones adding constant pressure, Meliodas quickly finds himself outnumbered and overwhelmed. Meliodas' durability and demonic power let him stand his ground for a while. He manages to reflect some of Lucius's spells and even trade blows with Sukuna. But Sukuna's versatility, especially with domain expansion, prevents him from relying on full counter alone. With 2 top-tier fighters pressing him at once, Meliodas can't destroy Lucius's clones fast enough before they scatter and assist elsewhere. Meanwhile, Luffy and Gon try to repeat the strategy we saw earlier, but this time Lucius's clones interfere. With Meliodas locked down by Sukuna and original Lucius, no one is left to stop the clones. They swarm Luffy and Gon, cutting off their momentum, preventing Luffy from creating a sun and forcing both to burn through stamina until they collapse. So in this stage, no matter what our protagonists try, the villains secure the win. But we're not done yet, because it's time for stage 4, where things get even crazier. This time, we're adding Ichigo, Natsu, All for One, and Makima to the battlefield.
What are we doing, bro? Ichigo and Natsu, and you add Makima on the underside? Y'all cook, bro. What the fuck?
This battle's about to be epic. But hey, if you haven't subscribed yet,
that
that's
is
the perfect time to
crazy
hit that
work,
button.
man.
Here's how the matchups break down. Luffy and Gon face Muzan, number 9, and All for One. Meliodas fight break down. But
When
hey,
did he
if
have
you haven't
All for
Makima
One?
to the battle here. This time, we're adding Ichigo, Natsu, All for One, and
I did
Makima
not
to
hear
the
him.
battlefield. Number 9 and All for One.
None of these two. All for One, it could be gone, but not Luffy.
Meliodas fights against Lucius.
Meliodas win.
Sukuna takes on Ichigo.
Ichigo's cooking the shit out of his ass, bro.
Steps up against Makima. Starting with Meliodas and Lucius, this one plays out much like Stage 3. With Sukuna out of the picture this time, Meliodas is free to focus solely on Lucius. His full counter continues to repel Lucius's magical assaults, preventing any clones from slipping away to interfere with the others. Eventually,
But he doesn't he have another move like revenge counter or something like that where he absorbs all the damage and then he shoots it back or something like that?
Meliodas defeats Lucius, but just as before, he burns through everything in the process, leaving him completely drained and unable to lend a hand elsewhere. Now over to Luffy and Gon versus Muzan, number 9, and All for One. Muzan, same story as always, running for his life under Luffy's son. Number 9, shut down by Luffy's advanced armament hockey, just like before. That leaves All for One as the real threat. With countless quirks, his versatility is impressive, but when it comes down to raw power, he's simply outmatched. Luffy's hockey bypasses his durability, and Gon's brute strength pounds away at his defenses. Remember, even Kaido couldn't make Gear 5 Luffy flinch, so how would All for One? Eventually, against two peak shonen MCs, he collapses. With that, Luffy and Gon are free to support the others. Meanwhile, we've got Natsu Dragneel versus Makima. On paper, Makima's control powers and contracts are terrifying against humans, but Natsu isn't human. He's E and D.
Eterios Natsu Dragneel, the brother of Zeref that died and got resurrected as one of his demons, blah 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 blah. Basically, he's not human. And he's got a dragon seed inside of him as well as a demon seed. This is shit getting complicated.
Demon created by Zeref and powered by Dragon Slayer magic. That makes him immune to her manipulation. Her psychological control, contracts, and even her name-based killing ability won't.
And this man does not hesitate to punch women.
Work here because Natsu isn't bound by human.
The only woman that he doesn't really hit is Lucy, bro. I don't remember him hitting her once on purpose, but other than that, I've seen this man hit women.
Cause of sacrifice. As a demon dragon hybrid, he stands completely outside her system, which means Makima's hacks falls flat, and Natsu's destructive firepower burns her down. And then there's the battle everyone is waiting for. Ichigo versus Sukuna. The Shinigami against the King of Curses. Sukuna summons Maharaga to adapt.
Oh, he got Maharaga? Not changing shit.
His attacks, while unleashing his domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, to shred the battlefield with cleave and dismantle.
Can he use
forced onto constant guard as the environment itself is torn apart. But Ichigo
can he use the what's it called, the Horn of Salvation if he can his sword?
Overwhelming odds.
Even though we didn't see much of that shit power, bro. That his new Bankai and his Horn of Salvation got cooked by Yua so quick in the manga. I hope the TYBW arc that's coming, bro. I hope they stretch on it because we really didn't see much of its power. And then the manga ends right before the Hell arcs. As for Ichigo new Bankai and the power of his Horn of Salvation, we do not know much of what it can do. Cause I heard there is a novel. Maybe in the novel you can more context on it. But when it comes to his new Bankai and all of that, we did not see much. My man Yua cut that shit quick. He said, nah, bro, you're not doing this here.
Transcended beings like Aizen and Yawatch, and he's the perfect counter to someone like Sukuna. Ichigo activates his true Bankai. His sheer speed and devastating Getsuga Tensho overwhelms Sukuna's domain. Bro. Being a Shinigami with Hollow and Quincy powers makes him spiritual.
Hollow, Quincy, Fullbringer, Human, yeah. He got a lot of stuff, bro. He was made in the lab. This man was made in the lab.
ease. Even Mahoraga can't keep up. Its adaptation fails against Ichigo's hybrid powers and
wait, what? That's so stupid. Mahoraga can only adapt if he's not dead. He dead, bro. He's dead, bro.
Finally,
what are we doing?
Ichigo unleashes his ultimate Getsuga Tensho, striking directly at Sukuna's true essence, cutting him down in a single decisive slash.
Yeah,
and
get
with
the hell
that,
out.
The stage ends in clear dominance. The old gen takes the win. But what if we add Naruto to the old gen and Cosmic Garo to the new gen side next?
Okay, Cosmic Garo versus Baryon Naruto. Cosmic Garo takes the win. I can see, yeah, the new gen go win. At Goku, bro. Stop playing.
Before anyone comes at me saying Garo isn't really a villain, but more of an anti-villain, you're absolutely right. But since he played the role of a villain during the Monster Association arc, we're going to include him here. And with Garo stepping onto the battlefield, the dynamics of this fight shift completely. Empowered by the influence of God, Garo's body constantly emits lethal levels of cosmic radiation, devastating to anyone nearby. Even S-class heroes couldn't withstand it, including—
They're all humans, bro. They're shit.
Zombie Man, despite his powerful regenerative abilities. On the villain side, we'll assume Lucius shields his allies with his magic, since he essentially plays the role of a god. But for the old gen side, Gon crumbles instantly, and even Gear 5 Luffy takes a hit. Luckily, with Naruto restoring his stamina, Luffy manages to stay in the fight. Now here's how the matchups break down. Luffy and Naruto team up against Muzan, Number 9, and All for One. Meliodas—
what? Bro.
continues facing Lucius. Natsu battles Makima,
This is so
and
stupid.
Ichigo goes up against Sukuna.
So
But
who takes
Garo
care of
doesn't
Garo?
waste time. He charges straight for the strongest Ichigo. And to be honest, it's a disaster for Ichigo. While Sukuna alone isn't much of a problem for him, the addition of Garo changes everything.
Yeah, nah, I'm
Powered by
not gonna
God,
lie, he's not winning against Garo.
Garo can copy
Cosmic
Ichigo.
Garo? I don't know. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I think Ichigo. Like I said, we don't see much of his new Bankai, bro. I don't know who would win against Cosmic. Who would win between Cosmic Garo and Ichigo? I'm curious what y'all thinking.
And scale them right back at him. Add in his cosmic radiation, infinite adaptability, and martial instinct.
Infinite adaptability. Cap. He learns. He doesn't adapt.
On a godly level, and the fight turns impossible.
He copies and learns, not adapt.
Ichigo finds himself in a brutal 2-on-1. Sukuna attacking from the sides while
That's not doing much. The only one doing things.
Garo matches him blow for blow, even replicating his energy slashes before—
Whoa! No, he can't. He can't replicate Ryatsu, bro. Let's not do this, bro. He can't do that, bro. What are we doing?
Ichigo is overwhelmed and struck down. Just
he learned every energy that blah 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 blah, right? This is not energy that's in the human realm, bro. He cannot learn this. This is something else.
It said that if Garo and Saitama's punch had landed while they were on Earth, the planet would have been completely destroyed.
What that means? What that means, bro? What that means? Does that not mean that this attack was planetary at best? And doesn't that prove that the what they destroyed were clusters of stars and not galaxy? Stop playing with me, bro. If y'all can't read, just say it. Just say it. Y'all can't read. What the fuck?
That's the scale we're talking.
These Saitama fans, bro, they cannot read. I swear to God.
This time, Ichigo loses. Meanwhile, Luffy and Naruto have little trouble wiping out Muzan, Number 9,
no trouble.
One for all. They then move to join Meliodas against Lucius, helping him avoid burning all of his stamina in a solo fight. But they aren't the only ones reinforcing the battlefield, because after defeating Ichigo, Garo joins Lucius, and Sukuna shifts over to assist Makima.
Sukuna getting burned.
From here, it's straightforward. With Garo and Lucius teaming up, the old gen side has no realistic chance. New gen win that fight with ease. On the other side, Natsu defeats Makima, but now has to deal with Sukuna. And once Garo and Lucius arrive to back him up, it doesn't matter what Natsu does.
Natsu defeats Sukuna. Let's not do this. Natsu beats Sukuna. Cosmic Garo and Lucius? Nah. He can't beat Lucius, though, because he can burn magic.
Can't handle all of them together. So this time, the villains take the win. Well, don't lose hope just yet, friends, because it's time for the final stage 5, where humanity's greatest savior, Goku, joins the
It's over. I don't care. Who you adding?
It's an all-out war. Sensing how dire the situation has become, Goku wastes no time. Instantly taps into Ultra Instinct. He
don't need Ultra Instinct, bro. He don't even need this.
Radiating across the battlefield shield like a beacon of hope. Meanwhile, Gato, always seeking the strongest opponent,
He
locks
goes against
eyes
Goku.
with him. Their paths collide, and the clash of monsters begin. That means in this stage, Gato faces Goku head-on, while the
Bro, he
rest
does not need Ultra Instinct to fight Garu, bro. Not even in the
the
slightest.
matchups remain the same as in Stage 4. The only difference, Gon succumbs to the radiation, leaving the others to carry on. Now,
Let's be honest, the weakest right here was Gon, and he was, whether he goes down or not, he was not changing much.
let's be real.
You know what I'm
Goku
saying?
isn't having an easy time here. Gato fights almost like
What?
a Saiyan himself. Every blow,
No, he doesn't.
every counter only makes him stronger. The longer the fight goes on, the faster he adapts, inching
Bro,
closer
this
to
nigga
Goku's
is
level.
lying.
Before long,
What? Bro, there's no way he just said that. Alright.
pushing Ultra Instinct to its limits. But here's the twist. Because
What?
Gato is locked in a duel with Goku, he doesn't have the chance to back up his allies like he did in the previous stage.
This
And
is
that
cap.
changes everything. Lucius falls. Sukuna is cut down. Number 9 is erased. Makima and All For One are defeated. And Muzan, he's hiding in a corner, never daring to step into the light. On the other side, the old generation stands tall. Thanks to Naruto's support,
And as they all already know, the greatest is standing before them. None of them interfering in the
all
battle.
of them are fighting at full steam.
SSG, Super Saiyan God.
Naruto blazing in Baryon mode, Luffy in Gear 5, Ichigo unleashing his final Bankai, Natsu burning hotter than ever in Dragon Force, and Meliodas wielding his full demonic might. So now the question is, can Gato truly stand against all of them? You see,
Bro, he can't beat Goku.
as overwhelming
He's already done. What are we
Gato
doing?
is, even his godly evolution has limits. One-on-one, maybe he could push Goku to the edge, but against the combined
What? Oh my
might
god.
of the entire old generation, Gato simply cannot stand alone. And that's it. Nothing more needs to be said. The old
Bro, this is
generation
what?
claims this ultimate victory.
No. What are we doing? The battle was finished before theirs was finished. Garu ain't pushing Goku